It's the conference opener in Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball, and tonight on Channel 12 is a battle of Brooklyn Park as the Park Center Pirates host the Champlin Park Rebels. From Park Center High School, John Jacobson along with Ryan Schlungen for tonight's match. And Ryan, early in the season, Park Center comes in 0-2, Champlin Park 0-1, so not a lot of body of work to go on so far this year. But if you're a coach of these teams or a fan, what do you look for from your club early on?
You know, right away you're looking for who has been playing in the off-season, how much work they've been doing, how fluid they are. You're also looking for how well they connect with their setters. For hitters, for back row, how well they move their feet, that they stay moving, the little things that you're looking for.
Both teams lost quite a bit of experience from last year too, Ryan, so that's, I think, something that both teams want to look at, see how these players react, girls that are moving up from junior varsity to varsity, seeing the first couple of weeks of varsity match play.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good viewpoint for both sides, for both coaches, to see which ones of their girls are ready to step up and take it to the next team.
So when you're looking at those young players, what do you expect from them? What do you ask of them early in the season compared to what you're going to ask of them in late October when it comes to section play?
At this stage, you want to make sure that they're giving 100% at all that they do, everything. They're never letting a ball hit the ground without their body hitting the ground, diving after it, or whatever it may be. As the season progresses, you're definitely looking to see that they're starting to fine-tune some of the different things, whether it's setters' hands, whether it's the hitters' swings or their approach, or whether it's just the moving the feet and getting in position for passing a ball. All of those things will come as the season progresses. Right at the start, just seeing that they're giving it all.
Champlin Park 12-16 a year ago. Park Center, one of its better seasons since the 1990s. They were 17-11 a year ago, but again, both teams with some holes to fill. See how they do in their first match of the conference season here tonight. We'll take a break and come back with set number one. It's Park Center and Champlin Park High School Volleyball on 12 Sports in a moment.
So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part. New research tells us that just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
John Jacobson and Ryan Schlungen back at Park Center High School as these teams have been introduced on the floor and are ready for their first conference match of the 2012 season. Look at the starters tonight for John Younker's Rebels. Taylor Gore, Caitlin Kearns on the outside, Taylor Gorski and Maria Sampson in the middle. Callie Subnik is a defensive specialist. Anna Brunell will start as the setter, and Mackenzie Johnson is the libero. And for Park Center, Jessica Bielander and Julia Dolnowski on the outside, right side here. Naomi Kanswin in the middle, Bethany Lovehog and Brenna Perschbacher. Samantha Harstead is the setter, and Alexis Elfke is the libero for Park Center. See a lot from both of these teams. Ryan having another setter come in. Both of these teams running at 6-2 as far as their offense this year. And so we'll see not just the girls we saw in the starting lineup, but also players off the bench in those roles.
Yeah, both coaches have actually said that they'd be switching quite a bit at this first game.
First hit is long from Taylor Gore, and the first point of the match goes to Park Center. Taylor Gore, a player to watch, one of the top players in the Northwest Suburban Conference. She's number 2 there in white. Set goes right side, blocked back. Rebels keep it alive. Set far side, and nice block by Champlin Park. Maria Sampson, the junior, getting up, and a good block on that play, Ryan.
It's good to see that early. Blockers connecting, closing the block, not letting any balls through.
Sampson and Gore with the most varsity playing experience, who are back this year for Champlin Park. That'll go as an ace. Sampson puts the Rebels team up 2-1. To the middle, a little bit overpass there, and first blocker couldn't react to it, couldn't get the tip over, and it's another Rebel point.
One hand, the blocker's right there, intimidating the hitter.
3 in a row for the Rebels. That serve, though, is long. Back to Park Center, now trailing 3-2. Alexis Elfke, sophomore libero, will serve here for Park Center. Handled by Mackenzie Johnson, libero for Champlin Park. Diving to the floor with Taylor Gorski. Can keep it alive for her teammates, and it's a Pirates point. We're tied up at 3. Elfke again serving deep. Zinnick able to play it. This hit long by Caitlin Kearns.
Great pass, great set, just getting some of the kinks out on the hits.
Elfke serve handled by Zevnik. Goes to Gore. Nice dig up by Elfke. Set across Gore again down the line, but missed. And that's a Pirate point.
Net violation on number 2, actually. Just touch the top tape.
So point for Park Center. Makes it 5-3. Elfke serving. Johnson back row. Set by Burnell. The goal up by Elfke again. Pirates to the middle by Lovehog, handled by the Rebels. Nice dig at the floor, but Kearns couldn't handle it at the net. And that's another Park Center point, so they scored 5 straight. There's a really good play again, Ryan, and another point for Champlin Park. For Park Center, another point there on the long serve goes to Champlin Park, and it's now 6-4. Brenna Walton, sophomore setter, in the lineup now for the Pirates, or for the Rebels. Serves it deep. Ball middle, Lovehog. Dug up there by Lander. She'll hit it over on the 3rd try for the Pirates. Set to Gore. Block, comes back to the net. Now it's going for the tip and letting it go easily. It's Harstead as that ball fell out of play. And Park Center's got a 7-4 lead, so good start.
Great effort on that one by Brenna. Brenna getting around her own hitter in order to try and attempt this ball. These are some of the things that you'll see early on in the season that hopefully be cleared up at the end of the season.
Talked about the 2 setters that Park Center will use. Here's the other one, Rachel Anderson, who's working with Samantha Harstead for time at that setter position. Well, a little miscommunication drops between 3 Rebels for a Park Center point.
You see the setter, number 8, just trying to figure out if she's supposed to go and make that hit, though she's trained to not, to just a set.
Tip over by Gorski. Right side, excuse me, left side hit, handled by the Rebels. Playing it up. Set goes across for Anderson. Bumped across by Lovehog. To Gore, and there's the kill. She's going to be a tough player to stop, Ryan, when she gets on a roll.
She's already has a majority of the kills for the Rebels here. it'll be interesting to see if they can switch it around a little bit more.
8-5 on the score. She scores. Mishandles this one. Right back. Arstead with the kill. Julie Zolski serves. Four handles it this time. Wall trying to save. And another Park the point.
Rebels trying for a quick set on that one. The partner was all over it. Great block.
Ball outside. The ball blocked in. Zolski serving. Long run to setter Walton to get to that one. And Park Center's up to a 12-5 lead and a timeout taken by Champlin Park. Good start for the home team, Ryan.
Yeah, Park Center really has been everywhere that they've been supposed to be.
There's Randy Olmsted, now in his 9th year as head coach at Park Center. Team broke a long conference losing streak a year ago. Won a couple of matches in the Northwest Suburban Conference, and so far early in game one, looking strong in their 2012 league opener. And John Yunker there on the right, second-year head coach. A few different schools, most recently St. Michael Albertville before Champlin Park. But as he was telling us before, this is a younger team that he's got this year. He worked hard, a lot of hours in the 2 weeks of preseason getting ready for this one. There's a look at the alters between these two schools. Champlin Park has won 20 of the 22 matches, including a 3-match reset to 1 decision in 2011. Again, all the way back to 1994. Find the Park to beat Champlin Park in volleyball. Strong start here in set number 1, though, here for Park Center. Another point timeout gives point edge. Large hit into the net and a Champlin Park point. That was a long points for the green and gold. Now Champlin Park will try to rally. Johnson serving. Up to the front row and knocked over from there. Getting it across. Set to the middle. There's a kill for Maria Stint.
Starting to see a little bit more chemistry out of the Rebels here.
Set outside. It's a good plan with the kill. Nice placement of the ball. Rebels couldn't dig it up. 14-7 Park Center. Bethany Lovehog, this sophomore, led the team kills, though, a year ago, an all-conference player. Misses here on this serve, though, to give it back to Champlin Park.
Once again, another set of substitutions here for Champlin Park.
Coach Junker, we'd see a lot of players. Killing the point for Park Center.
Queen Locker is that one.
Just
out.
Sarah gives it to Park. Kelly Zubnik with the left-handed serve is long. The service serves are really tough when you're the team trailing by 6-7 points and you get to the middle of that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to give up a point like that. Net and a point partner.
Not only do you lose the point, but you also give the other team a point. It's a 2-point turnaround every missed serve.
Zolnatsky with the kill. Dealing the serve. And knocked down again. That's going to be wide. It's going to be a Champlin Park point. No, my mistake. It is Park Center's point. At the net for Zolnowski. Pirates with their biggest lead, now 9 points. Gore, get them back there. She missed outside the antenna. It's a Park Center play. Take a look at it again.
Setter pushed her out a little bit much on that one.
That serve goes long.
3 minutes for both teams, right?
19-10. Park Center leads.
Free ball. Let's see what they do with it. Net call. Like that was middle hitter there.
Makes it 19 to do if they want to come and win this first set. Sampson serving. Back set hit over by Zolnowski. And then across the Gore for a kill. Got that one down in play. And that's 9. Gorski on the kill.
Sticks her hands out and gets a touch, almost gets it up.
Taylor Gorski, a senior. That points to Park Center. Some back in front by 8. He serves. Back set. Kern handled. Set by Brunel. Little tip. Lovehog knocked it back. Oh, and a good recovery by Kearns to play it. That one drops. Kielski and the Pirates. Timeout, Shin Park.
Very important for women's sake. Park.
Let's take a look at that play again, Ryan, right from the start.
Great set, nice up. Keep it in play. Another great play, keeping it in.
And there's the point. Yeah, they've a couple of shares, but so far in this first set, Center has done a nice job. They haven't hurt with errors. Champlin Park earned the 12 points they've received so far.
Yeah, definitely. Be interesting to see how they reason too. 21-12.
Melf curves. Nope, and Gork wasn't handled set now. And didn't get it with either one. Point for Park Center.
One of the downfalls of having a 6-2, the timing between both of the setters and the hitters are a little off.
Let's say open.
Brennan coming back into
22-13. Walton will serve. Point.
Great line shot by Gore there. Here it is again. Just to the outside of the outside hitter. Great set, great swing.
Walton trying to get the rest on points here. Onoski with the kill. Onoski played a very strong first set. 5'8" senior outside hitter. Another kill right there.
Almost a back row attack. She jumped so far back. 10-foot one. Rachel
Ann back in, serves it here for the Pirates. Walton set to the middle. Anderson hit over. Onoski.
Establishing their middle rear. Making those blockers pay attention.
Kin, Sebnick out. And serving for Champlin Park. Yancey's hit.
The touch is called.
Was okay. Point for Champlin Park. And they're within 7. See if we can see it here on the replay, Ryan.
Middle blocker, right there, right away. You can just see a lip.
By Walton, hit to corner by Larson for a point.
It's a great spot when you don't have a good approach on it. Going for one of the deep corners.
So Park Center uses a timeout here, not wanting to let this one slip away. Still in pretty good position, but at 23-16, Randy Olmsted wants to get his girls calmed down and make sure they close this one out. Only 2 more points to go.
Trying to turn the momentum back a little bit in their direction. Closing is many times the hardest part for any team early on in the season. All the excitement going into starting the game, and by this time, 23 points into the game, it has gone down a little bit, so you just have to rely on the focus and the teamwork in order to get you through the next 2 points.
Gore still serving here for the Rebels. Team down by 6. Front row, Anderson for Lubhog. Dug up nicely by Kramer to keep it alive. Gore handling that one back row. Knocked over by Larson. Anderson set across. Cross court down for the kill for Zalewski.
Just got it. Just clips the line. Well, this is the same rotation that the Champlin Park started the run the last time. Let's see how they respond this time.
No margin for error here, though. Pirates trying to close out this first set. Not yet. 24-18 now.
Hit the divider up in the ceiling. Automatic out of bounds.
Johnson serving. Anderson running to get that one. And pushed over by Elfke. Set to the middle, block back. And back over by Sampson. Nice play by the Rebels to react to that ball. They get the point. Good reaction by Gore on the hit. Pirates elect to let it go and falls.
Great positioning on that. I don't know if it was just reaction or if that was attempted for that position, but either way, worked really well.
Great dig up by Mackenzie Johnson. Front row set by Walton and
It's goes down.
It's off the antenna. A point to Park Center. They win set 1 here by a score of 25-19. One more look at it. There you go. See it clip the antenna and the point for Park Center. So they take the first one here, 25-19. We will take a break. Come back with more. You're watching Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball on 12 Sports.
One day these rats were playing in the woods. Well, it's some matches and that's no good. Listen to smoke before you give it a try. Only you. Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Cause there's nothing very funny about rigged out fight. Nothing very nice on a homeless mind. So if a gorgeous force is what you desire, don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Yeah.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Fire.
An 18-year-old has been charged with a shooting that critically injured another person.
Last week, one of the vehicles disappeared from this lot in plain sight. ultimate goal is to develop an app that gives the visually impaired turn-by-turn directions.
Event organizers say many of the fences here were about 20 years old and were in need of replacing.
Hits this one well out to left field, and that one's going to be in for a hit. It bounces to the fence. A run scores. We're back at Park Center, where the Pirates have taken the first set against Champlin Park in our Northwest Suburban Conference volleyball match, 25-19. Ryan, as you look at the first game, what does Park Center need to continue in the second game? What does Champlin Park need to do better?
I think both teams are moving their feet quite well. They're communicating quite well. I think Champlin Park is still trying to figure out how to handle all of the rotations and substitutions that they have to go through early on in the season to figure things out. It's hard to find a rhythm when those types of things happen.
Ready to go with set number 2 here.
Park Center has also been doing a great job at spreading their hitters out. There's no dominant hitter on Park Center. Whereas on Champlin Park, if she's up in the front, you can kind of expect Taylor Gore to get a couple kills.
Underway in set number 2 with Vielander serving. Gore gets the first point and kill of the match, or of the set rather, to put Champlin Park up 1-0.
There she is out of the back row.
Sydney Munson, a senior, in. Munson serving. Ball hit from the back row by Vielander, long, and first 2 points go to Champlin Park. the officials down official at the scoring table. Ryan, what might he be looking for here?
Not really sure unless they have conflicting viewpoints from the line judges. There also might be something wrong with the scoring libero tracker sheet or any of those types of things that they have to figure out right away in order to keep from having more of an embarrassment later on in the game. But both teams right away, they come together and they talk about how they can keep their focus and stay going at it.
The player can't let this be a distraction. Just stare at the official, talk with your teammates. Get ready to go for that next point. The official talking with John Younger. So his lineup they have a question about. So either something not recorded properly at the scorer's table or...
Now, if they do have the wrong server out there, she has served the last two, so they would have to take away both of those points that they got, and the ball would be going to Champlin Park. I'm sorry, to Park Center.
This is quite a discussion.
Yeah.
Right? Have you seen one this long about it must be some sort of player lineup question? Now the two officials are going to talk about it.
Right. Technically, it would be the up ref's decision. Usually when something is missed early on, the up ref has to come in and make an official decision so that it's not on one of the lower refs, either the line judges or the down ref. The hard part about this is that neither coach can use this as a timeout and pull their girls off to the side. They have to stay ready to go at any moment.
Park Center will be in Coon Rapids on Thursday for the next Northwest Suburban Conference match, and then they'll play in the Irondale tournament this weekend. For Champlin Park, they are at Maple Grove on Thursday. And then they'll play in the big Marshall tournament, Marshall, Minnesota this weekend, one of the elite regular season tournaments in Minnesota high school volleyball. Monday, they'll be at Mounds View, and they don't play their first home match until next Thursday against Champlin Park. Lost their season opener, 3-0 to Tutino Grace, though we're without Taylor Gore that night, who'd been out with jaw surgery she had, non-volleyball related, this summer. And Park Center with losses start the season to Breck and St. Anthony Village. Upcoming on 12 Sports, following tonight's game, Friday night we'll have live football from Maple Grove, rivals Osseo and Maple Grove, kicking off at 7 o'clock on Friday. Next Tuesday, Osseo Park Center boys and girls soccer will have the boys match live for you at 7 p.m. next Tuesday the 11th. And then a great volleyball match in the Lake Conference. September the 13th, next Thursday, Wayzata at Hopkins. And September 14th, Tri-Metro Conference football, Brooklyn Center at home to take on St. Paul Academy. So the point awarded to Park Center, that first point of the set was off of Park Center serve. So it was just the last point, apparently, that there was a serving error on Champlin Park's part, or a rotation error that has given the point to Park Center and the serve.
Pretty much kills the momentum from either side, almost like starting this match over. Pardon me, starting this set over.
So we are done with that. Alexis Elfke serving and misses. And it's back Champlin Park.
When you have that much time to about your serve, it takes a lot of focus to maintain a good, hard, aggressive serve that lands in.
Janae Alderson, number 7, freshman middle, in for the first time in this match. Serve comes from Sampson. Front row, Donoski attacking. Sampson able to dig it up. Nice play by Becky Foul. That ball to Park.
Just some missed timing between the setter and the middle hitter. Typical for early season.
It's Sampson serving. Back row handled by Nylander. Dolnoski tapping this one with the bunkers and gets it down for a point.
Nice little roll shot there.
A lot of times when the defense sees a certain kind of hit or attack coming from one player, time after time, they expect one thing, and you mentioned nice little roll there for a point.
She did a great job at selling it too. Kept her elbow high, shoulder high, going to it, jumped on the attack, and then just rolled it right in.
There's goal line for a point, Champlin Park.
Great shot, once again going line.
Sometimes even when you know the attack might come, tough to get that much power. Gore does in a lot of her attacks. Long serve, Allie Welly gives Park Center a point. Julia Zolnowski, one of the captains for this Pirates volleyball team. Good serve. Nicely dug up. Kept alive by Welly, and then taking the lip call on Park Center. Point for Champlin Park.
Apparently she hit this starting with her hand under the ball. Held on to it for a little too long before throwing it off to the left side there.
Serve from Gore. Back row handled by Elfke. All in the middle and hitting too much attack. From Zolnowski, and it's a point for Champlin Park, and a 6-3 Rebels leader here in the second set. Welly across, and second from Wayrock, down point, and Champlin Park giving up right there, and it's 6-4. Park Center gets it back. Lovehog with the kill.
Park Center doing a great job at spreading out the Champlin Park defense. Even on the free balls, they're definitely far from free.
Long run, keeping it alive is Rock. And Champlin Park, point alive. And sometimes a little in the middle that it's that point. And that time it's Wayrock's hustle kept it alive for Champlin Park, and they eventually get the point. 7-4 rolls here in the second set. Mackenzie Johnson serves. Ball in the middle, hit over by Hirschbach. Kill Champlin Park. Caitlin Kearns, number 3. Nice back set from Welly. Kearns with the kill.
Called.
And a timeout for Park Center. Champlin Park starting to build momentum early in the second set, a 4 lead. And a timeout for the Pirates.
You know, Park Center has done a lot of back row attack for this game already. I wonder if that's part of strategy or if that's just positioning. If the passes are there, the setter can. If passes aren't there, you kind of have to go with whatever one.
For right now, Park's found a nice mix of players too. In this match, Ryan, Allie Welly, Lexi Fowl, Frances Wayrock, and Janae Alderson. None of them played in that first set. All have played and contributed in the set.
Seems to be a lot of chemistry between this group as well. Just flowing well. Not letting anything hit the ground.
Each team responds out of the timeout with Johnson serving.
Good at Sampson on that one.
Just got it in
reaching
play.
As high as she could to touch that one.
That was kind of play. Sampson played.
Touch called. The touch was on the net on that one, or by a defender on that one.
10-5 score. Welly gets to Gore. Gore finds big spot and another point for Champlin Park.
Great vision. Just being able to see where the holes are on the other side. Not necessarily that hard. That is all that needed to be done.
Brunel serves long.
Park's second missed serve of the game.
Mark Senna gives it right back. Again, Ray Rock. Munson will serve. Munson serve.
Time Park.
Up for Coach Yunker. His team up by 5, 12-7 here in the second set. Park Center having won the first one. Of 25-19. Last year, as we mentioned, Champlin Park winning against Park Center. 1. Go ahead, Ryan.
At this point of the game, it's just got to be asking them to control the serves and take control of the things that you can control. Many things in this game you can't control. Service is one of them that you always have control over.
By 5. Alexis Elfke will serve. Here's last quarter by Elf. And Harstead couldn't get under it to make the set. Or a pass, and it's a point for Champlin Park. Mariam throw by up in Champlin Park right back court. Missing on the attack was Wilson. Pirates. Hunter replacing Naomi Kenswin. Alderson, a little tip occurs. Dug out. And a nice tip for setter.
She only had one real option on that pass. That was to make something of it and attack.
Allie Welly back in. Welly tip over. Love Hog.
Back row here. She can't go on the tap. Stayed under on the ball.
So Mark Fernandez. Well set by the junior. Lughog delivers the kill.
Over the top of the block. Great shot.
Served by Zolmas. Set to Alder. Wayrock back and out for the Gore serving. Lovehog attack was tipped by the Rebels. Point for the Pirates.
Very clear tip on that one.
Pirates down by 6 here.
Reverse score of the last game.
Hit long by Kearns.
Champlin Park actually get that one. The call setter interference by the up ref. You can see the blocker actually reaches over the net and interferes with the setter. The blocker stays on their own side, that's fine. But a setter interference will.
Oh, for Park Center for Vielander. Champlin Park unable to put here in the that point. Give them a 6-point lead again at 18-12.
Only the second missed serve so far for both teams. Actually, that's the third for Champlin Park.
Bruno giving it back.
The game.
18-13. And Vielander the serve. Back row handled by Johnson. Back coming from foul. Over by Elfke of the Pirates. Quick set and a kill. Nicely done by Burnell, getting it to Maria Sampson for the kill.
You can see the net shaking a little bit in there. That was a net call by Park Center.
Overpass handled by Gore.
Off the net. That's a very hard hit to make. Deep corner.
Timeout taken by Park Center. Little run for the Rebels has put them up 7. Trying to look at that last point again.
Passed over. You can see she takes a step or two off the net. Usually then they're just going to pass it, which is what caught the Pirates off guard.
20-13 Champlin Park as they look to even this match up at a set apiece. Only meeting of the season between these two teams. They're in different sections now as Park Center dropped down to 2A last year. Champlin Park in 3A, both in Section 5. Rebels lost their section opener a year ago to Maple Grove. Park Center won once before falling to Zimmerman in their section quarterfinals. Pirates tried to slow the momentum for Champlin Park out of the timeout. Blocked at the net. Sampson getting a
big block.
Block and kill. Lead is 8. Munson serves.
Once again, the block all over it.
Go for Champlin Park for Munson. Now in pretty good position, up 9 late here in set number 2.
Good hard.
And taking a little too much off that. It's Olnowski unable to get it over.
You force the other team to change up the pace. They're bound to make some errors.
Serving error by Munson. Still a 9-point edge for Champlin Park, though, 23-14.
Great set.
Sampson gets it over. Pirates can't recover. Point Champlin Park. And now set point coming up for the Rebels as Sampson will serve. Not yet. Net. Serve into the net, giving Park Center some life for 24-15.
Can't tell it from the score, but that was actually the 6th missed serve by Champlin Park this set.
Anderson serves long, and there is set 2 going to Champlin Park. 25-15 Rebels tie it up at 1 apiece. We'll take time out, come back with more. You're watching Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball on 12 Sports.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be?
I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
To save your vision in the years ahead, call your eye doctor for a comprehensive eye exam today. Then call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
John Jacobson and Ryan Shoggan back at Park Center High School. Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball. Champlin Park coming back to win that second set. And even this matchup at one apiece. So, Ryan, what did the Rebels do better in that second set, and what did Park Center not do as well?
Yeah, I think Champlin Park really stepped up their game as far as spreading out their attacks, passing, making sure that the pass was to the setter, so they really had any option. Park Center struggled a little bit with their serves. They struggled a little bit with their passing. They clean those things up, and it'll definitely be a great third game to watch.
Champlin Park will serve to begin set number 3. Brenna Walton, the sophomore setter. We'll get things started here in set number 3. Elfke receiving serve back row. Hit across, and it's kept alive and hit over. Nicely done by Park Center, and a good hustle play. And this one, though, down for a kill for Sampson. First point goes to Champlin Park.
It's an important first point. Game apiece. Both teams are ready to take the momentum at any time.
Ball hit out on the miss hit by Elfke. Walton the serve. Ball hit cross court by Champlin, but missed. A quick 3-0 lead for Champlin Park.
No stats for hard serves, but she's definitely forcing some errors on the other side.
In the middle, dug out back row. Nicely by Gore, pushed across by Larson. Kolnoski getting it over for Park Center, Vielander. All set by Harstad. Knocked over.
Good scoop.
And we go Perschbacher again in the middle. Block. Sampson the block. Sampson getting up there along with foul.
Not many places to go when the elbows are at the top of the tape.
Sampson with some size able to get up there and get the block. And knocked down by foul.
Net call, number 6.
This one goes against the Rebels. There's foul. Making out of contact with the net, gets whistled for that, and Park Center has its first point. 4-1. Alton to the middle, Sampson another kill. Maria Sampson, a strong start here, Ryan, in this third set.
Definitely making the defense pay attention. Moving her around, pulling her out of the middle a little bit for a 3-spot shot.
Zebnik serving. No, across. Kolnoski's hit, handled by the Rebels. So the middle time to Perschbacher. Set by Walton. Pirates respond to that and they get the point. 4 hits on Champlin Park. So it's 5-2. Pirates serving but trailing. Serve from Elfie. Sped Walton middle to Sampson again.
Great swing. Forces it to the block. You see, it's a great established double block. She just forces it right through.
Now Sampson serving in this rotation. Gore got it over, stuck it through the block for point.
Great set in that one, but defensive specialist, Kelly Zebnik.
Gets Sampson over with another serve and a good one, an ace.
She's a tough little float serve. Moves around a little bit in the air. Doesn't have the top spin on it, doesn't have side spin on it. It just kind of sticks in the air and moves around a little bit.
Kendra Foster, number 7, junior in for the first time tonight. Goes right to Foster, the overpass. Gore. Well, back row by the Pirates could line and get it over. Walton on the set for Gore on the line here. And a kill from Park. Center able to handle one attack from Taylor Gore, but not the second. 9. Served by Sampson, missed, trying to get far corner.
Hard part about a float serve is that you can't bring it down. It has to be just the right tempo right off your hand.
Serve will come from too long for Anderson serve. And they cut that back line, but couldn't. Caitlin Kramer back in, number 4.
And a couple of times so far the match where they've kind of traded missed serves, service errors.
Allie well serving this one. Gets the Rebels trying to lead to 8. Push back row handled by Zebnik. Gore floats one over for a point.
Good spot. Hit it short right over the right side blocker. Timeout called. Park Center. You can see on that one, short right over the right side blocker. So the setter doesn't want to take that first hit because they're supposed to get the second one. So they back up. They allow somebody else to take it. But if there's nobody there, the ball hits the ground, as you can see on that one.
Champlin Park has really picked up their game. A little bit out of sync in that first set, but since they've been pretty solid.
Yeah, and
other than a few service errors that they spent the second set, they've been playing well as a team.
Yeah, they really have. And they seem to under-rotation that works for. Notice that they're not subbing as many times in a game and find out what was going to work. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So I think he's found his lineup for right now.
Up 11 in the third set. Serve is long. A little momentum perhaps on the service error.
We'll see how Park Center responds.
Perschbacher back in. That must be Elfke in, and serving is Olnowski. Set to the middle, hit over by Perski. There's a kill. Jessica Vielander.
Good up by Vielander. Still make a solid hit off of it. Her approach wasn't started from the line as she wanted it to be. Still able to put them together.
No one not that well. They set the ball. More there. And Park Center has 3 points in a row. Serve from Zolnowski. Hit across by Kramer. Hog. Right into the net. Point Champlin Park.
Looks like Champlin Park is trying to put together a little bit of offensive plan with some tandems here. Hence the first one fell.
From Lubhog for Park Center. Did everything right on that one. Got the pass to set the kill. And a point for Park Center. Pulls them to within 5. They did trail by as many as 8 a few moments ago. Now the margin back to 6. Service error from Lubhog. Mackenzie Johnson serving.
Now the setter is back row on that one. Setter made contact in front of the 10-foot line, and it was blocked. So therefore, she attacked the ball in front of the 10-foot line. Really sure if it was a back row tap is called or a net violation.
(13-8). Park. Set go Sampson. Elf be able to play it. Back row.
Put up basement.
Yep.
Pushes it out of.
They're able to tell one Rebels. Couldn't get into their rhythm on their side of the net. In 8 points, and they're back to within 4. Harstead serves. Set by half time by Sampson. And Harstead. Ellie will try it. This time right side and over by Kramer. Over by Elfke for the Pirates. That one passed too tight net. Well, good effort on Park Center side, leads to a point.
Great defense by Park Center.
13-10. It was 11-3 on one. Gore. Unable to put it over was Zolnowski on her second try.
Wouldn't put that past them, though. They're making a lot of scrappy plays.
Walton and foul back in for Champlin Park. Walton serving. And that hit by Cans into the net. Our team up by 5 here in set number 3 and a serve. A couple of quick points to 10.
It's this game.
Hit over. Lark center and attack. And a point well hit by Brittany Larson.
Great approach right through the block.
Nice attack and point the senior. A serve by Gore. And this one's starting to go away from Park. Randy Alm calls timeout. The score now 18-10 in favor of Park Center.
That last serve actually by Walton. Been back there for a little while. She's had quite a few serves this set already. You can tell when a server is well when they're serving a lot. Simply because A, they keep the serve, but so B, their team is winning the points, meaning that they're usually forcing the other side to give back a free ball or an easier attack. Keep going.
Walton, the one setter that's in the mix tonight, is a sophomore that John Yunker will have for a couple more years. Hannah Brunel and Allie Welly, both seniors, and Walton trying to step up her game here in just her second match of the season. Trying to get going here. Tapped it down.
That's what Park Center needed. Back row attack. Right in between the defenders. It's a hard shot off, but you gotta love it when they stay aggressive, even on back row.
Off the antenna by foul. Point for Park Center, back-to-back for the Pirates. Makes it 12. Vielander serving. Run from the foul. It's on that. No tip there. It's long on the hit, and it's a Champlin point. Zebnik's. Nope, finishing that one dropped. I haven't seen too bad. Done a pretty good job being able to get to a ball, not letting one just like that one did.
Yeah, you'd actually expect to see a little bit more of that earlier on in the season. Well-coached team.
Zebnik serving. Back up by 8. Pirates had to adjust to that ball, and Hampton puts it away.
Not much you can do as defense when something like that is coming at you without a block.
Well, Zebnik serving an ace. Shelby Miller in for the first time for Park Center. She'll replace Vielander here. Serve from Zebnik. And pass hammered home again by Sampson. It's really a strong third set. Pirates unable to stop the big junior for Champlin Park here.
Been able to even contest the hit.
Another good serve from Zebnik. And Sampson knocked one down. Dolnoski tried to put it across. Sampson timed it right. Able to dump it down at the net. It's set point here for Champlin Park. Serve. Miller get over by Dolnoski. Gore is hit into the net. Park Center alive for the moment at 2015. Look at that last point. Ball
almost
hit
looked like she out-jumped that ball. Missed on the timing a little bit.
Down with the serve. Sampson blocked. for Parks.
Double called. Hit it with her hand, hit right up back that way with the foot.
He serves. Handled by Zebnik. Front row Gore trying to tap it. Let's time that a little bit.
Park Center staying with the blocks though.
24-15. Champlin blocked by Lovehog. Well, run for the Pirates, although still no margin for error for Park Center here. Still set point at 24-16.
Momentum seems to have swung over to Park Center. We'll see if it was in time.
Go outside to Gore. And there, they set point. Taylor Gore with the kill. And Champlin Park goes up 2 games to 1. 25-16. As we look at set point for the Rebels.
Great up. Gets a touch on that.
Take a break. We will go to the 4th set. Champlin Park now leading 2-1. And more high school volleyball on 12 Sports coming up after this timeout.
No matter where you live, life in the oceans depends on you. Do your part to keep them clean. Recycle and dispose of trash properly. To learn what you can do, go to keepoceansclean.org.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Champlin Park has come back after losing the first set. They now lead Park Center 2-1, 25-15, 25-16 to Champlin Park after losing the first set 25-19. Ryan, some work for the Pirates to do now. They have to get back that momentum they had earned in game one.
Yeah, I think missed serves are a huge thing for them right off the bat. And then momentum. They seem to do real well on each other's excitement, on each other's momentum. They can get things going their way right off the start. They'll do just fine.
The third set especially, though, they had trouble in the middle controlling Maria Sampson. Taylor Gore had her share of kills too, but Sampson, it was the big factor, I thought.
Sampson definitely turned it on. Both with blocks as well as kills.
Kramer's first hit into the net gives Park Center first point of set number 4. And an ace serve for the Pirates.
Good
delivered
serve
by Vielander.
Just dropped all of a sudden on their defensive special. It's their libero, Mackenzie Johnson.
Vielander floating one. Johnson able to handle this one. Burnell into the middle. Sampson over. Outside they go. Attack. Zolnowski was handled and kicked over. A point for Champlin Park. Their first point.
Touched off both of the blocks and just fell right behind him. Hard ball to do anything with.
Wyrock serving. And blocked from Sampson.
Closed by Gore.
Francis Wyrock. Wyrock just a freshman. Serving here, it's 2-2. Tapped over at the net. Good point for Julia Solnowski.
Park Center once again doing a really good job of sending any ball over. It has to be easy. They're sending it deep into the corners, making it for a harder pass for the defense.
Nelski serves. Gore the attack off the block of point Champlin Park.
And she gets a good approach and a good set. Man, line, cross, it doesn't really matter. She really goes at it.
There's an ace serve from Sampson. There's a blocker if you're trying to block Taylor Gore or Maria Sampson for that matter. Other than being in the right position, technique-wise, what do you need to do to try to block some of those hits?
You do need to make sure that if it goes off your hands, that it goes back in the court. Because you know if it goes off your hands, it's going to go hard. So you want to make sure that wherever it goes, you try to get it in the court on the other side, obviously, as much as you can.
Gore getting the attack and kill there.
Great up. A little too far, right to her. I'm sure Gore appreciated that.
Sampson floats the serve, dug up by Vielander. And the kill for Park Center. There's a point. And they're back to with one in one.
Good little roll attack. You can see she kept her elbow high. Didn't let the defense see that it was going to just drop right in there.
Solnowski's kill, making it 5-4. Double can't recover here. Point for Park Center makes it 5-5. Johnson, junior setter, looking to put Park Center in front. Outside to Gore, blocked by Lovehog. Point Park Center.
Right into the net. Just a little too aggressive on that one.
Set by Burnell, cross the Gore. That's good for a point. Tough play for Vielander. Unable to dig that up or get a hand on that ball.
Interesting thing about Gore is that you can't really tell her approach whether she's going to go line or cross. Not until the ball leaves her hand can you really tell which way to go.
Okay. Ball hit across. Elfke, back row, kept alive, and over by Walton. Set by Anderson to Lovehog for a point.
Johnson, who got the last one up, just wasn't too sure on that one. A little miscommunication there.
Score 7-6. Gore snuck over the tape. 8-6.
Going for the really hard cross outside line on that one. A little too much.
Yep. Pirates point. They're up 2 here. Got to Alderson. Lovehog block. Bethany Lovehog, a couple of blocks here in this 4th set. And their team up by 3. Cross to Gore. Kill shot for Gore. Rebels. Gore to set. Drops it in, dug up by Elfke, but Anderson couldn't get the set as she ran to that ball. Champlin Park back to within 1. Gore serving for the tie. Anderson in the middle, but Lovehog handled back row by Gore. Cross court missing. The attack is Kearns.
It's still the tightest setup by far.
Lovehog serves. Alderson. Ball dug up by Love. Cross court by Johnson. Here's Kearns. Played back nicely into play by Newberg. And Parker kept alive. In the middle to Alderson. Missed long.
Almost a touch on that one after you've worked some the point to let it go. Leave it up to the line to decide.
Right to Wayrock. Wayrock will get another try at that. And a point. Off the kill from the freshman. Makes it 11-9.
Good heads-up play. Way to stay out of the net.
Johnson. And a cross by Delander. In the middle, tap over by Sampson. Over from Wayrock. Long. Point Park center.
Last couple points from Park Center have all been on the defensive, allowing Champlin Park to get the... See if they can put something together here.
Solnoski into the net with her serve. Excuse me, Epperstead. Service error. And it's 12-10. Tanner Brunel, new setter. They're up at the service line for the Rebels. Elfke this one. Oh, still not over that. Point Champlin Park. Brunel's serve. Elfke's got a run for it. And hit over by Pershbach. Sampson. Kill for Champlin Park. Park Center instead of scramble, a little twitch on offense. Allowed an easy play for the Rebels on the other side.
Sampson expecting by every means that ball was coming right back to her.
All set up, pushed across. Cans win. Tapped over by Wayrock. Left side and hit from Long.
just the line.
Brunel floating the serve. Elfke running up to play it. Oh, block and Sampson. Blocking Kirchbacher.
Good vision by Sampson to see it coming, to get up there, make the strong block right back into the middle of the court.
Timeout taken by Park Center. They've seen their lead away here in this fourth set now, a 14-12 Champlin Park lead. Good competitive first conference match of the season for both of these teams, though, Ryan.
Definitely. And in this one, it's kind of a toss-up. You don't really know who's going to win this one beforehand. 1 and 2 on the game count. It's anybody's game. Whoever wants it the most.
Tests early in the season, you get to see a lot of players. You get to see your players react in pressure situations. I think it's good no matter for your team to play well and have things that you can build on going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm sure both of the coaches. Being early in the season takes a little bit of the stress off a coach.
Cairns wins. And now a 3-point Champlin Park lead. Brunel serve.
Back.
Quick set for Sandbach. Cairns win getting out. He only timed that one well.
Big double block closed well here.
Important point for Center to match, trailing 2-1 and down team. That one Champlin. Now it's a 1-point game, 15-14.
Sampson right there trying to send a message that she won't be blocked off, and she definitely wasn't blocked, but just missed it wide.
Vielander serves. Set Sampson is to knock it down. Brunel to set.
A little quicker than the blockers on that one. Good timing, setter-hitter connection.
Wait serve, handled back row. Harstad set Zolnowski for the kill.
Answers right back, keeping this game anybody's game.
Good set here. Helps set up the kill. Elfke's serve. Yes. Champlin Park.
Just missed on that one.
Sampson serving her team by 2 here at 17-15 in the fourth set. Up. Alderson doesn't get enough of that. Back to a 1-point match, 1-point set. Megan Mueller back in for Park Center. Anderson serves. And for Chinark. Kearns and Walton back in. It will be Walton here to serve. Lovehog missed. 19-16 Champlin Park.
See if Walton can go on another run when her team really needs her here.
All tapped over. At the Gore had to reach to that set, but well done by Taylor.
Once again, far from the back line.
Gore. We'll look at it. Park Center timeout, trailing 20-16.
Line judge even had to take another look at that last one. Right on the line. Gore switching it up.
Got it in.
She's very versatile though. Hard swing line, hard swing cross, soft roll, middle, deep.
I think John Yunker will learn some things tonight if they're able to go out, especially with the wind, getting to look at a lot of players, especially early on. He's played everybody on his roster.
Early in the season, you hope for the final or fourth or fifth game to be a blowout, so then you can experiment a little bit more, but this has actually been the tightest game so far.
Both teams have used all those on their roster. Here. Point for Park Center is a kill for Magover. Makes it 20-17. And kind of trailing.
Saw the big double block, decided instead of going around it to use it to her advantage.
Well, set to the middle.
Good close on that double block again.
21-17, Rebels needing 4 more points to win the match. Missed hit from Champlin Park. Boy, that was an opportunity to put one away easy. And they won the hit.
Freshman middle.
Indeed. But they give it right back on the missed serve. 22-18, Champlin Park.
Missed in a set. Switch those 3 points from one side to another, and this game is a whole different story.
Senior Mackenzie Johnson serving. And over for the kill, Freelander.
Gore right there, just unable to handle that one. From the 10-foot line, I think it just hit off the block, disrupting the ball pattern a little bit. Too much for Gore to handle.
Harstad and Kanswin back in for Park Center. It'll be Harstad to serve. Harstad serve. Wide, just missed. Service error, Park Center. 23-19, Champlin Park. Burnell back in. Kramer back in, Burnell to serve. Ball in the middle, Sampson finds an open spot, and now it's match point.
This is where you got to see early on in the season if they're ready to stick it out and play until every last point, or if they're ready to give up and call it a night.
Here's Burnell's serve. Hit, oh, missed hit. By Kanswin, and that's it. Champlin Park wins it. 3 sets to 1. Ryan, they really had to earn it tonight to get this victory over Park Center.
They really did. Adjusting a couple things in the first set, brought his team back and took the next 3.
Well, Champlin Park evens its record at 1-1 on the season. Park Center falls to 0-3. We're going to take time out. We'll hear from a couple of the Rebels in a moment. You're watching high school volleyball from Park Center High School on 12 Sports.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Channel 12's Community Corner puts the spotlight on your corner of the Northwest suburbs.
We want to talk about some things happening around the city of Maple Grove.
New Hope's rinks are officially open.
This is the spot for the Golden Valley Rotary Club.
The City Council worked really hard not to have a tax increase.
You can instantly upgrade your wardrobe with a few simple accessories.
We're in Golden Valley today doing a little recycling.
Rediscover your corner of the Northwest suburbs every day on Channel 12's Community Corner.
Champlin Park wins its first match of the season. They even their season record at 1-1 as they defeat Park Center 3-1 here tonight on Channel 12. Our season opener for volleyball for 2012. John Jacobson back here at Park Center High School, joined by Taylor Gore along with Maria Sampson. And Maria, a tough match tonight. Park Center really pushed you, especially early on there, didn't they?
Yeah, we started off a little slow, but we got into our normal game later on in the match, so that was good.
What did you guys do better, do you think, those last 3 sets compared to game 1?
Definitely limited our unforced errors, and I don't know, that was the main key in the first game. We had a lot of errors, so we cut down on those.
I know Ryan's Coach Juncker talked to us before the match about using a lot of different players, and you saw everybody on the roster in the match. We're going to see a lot of that early in the season when you just try to find the right mix of players that it's going to take to win.
Yeah, definitely there's a lot of rotations we can go through, but I think once we get a good rotation in, I think we'll be fine.
Is it fun to see some of the younger players that contributed tonight that haven't played varsity ball tonight?
Yeah, it was fun. I like them on the team. I like it.
Goals for this season, how good can this Champlin Park team be, do you think?
Well, last year we lost a close one in section, so hopefully we'll get past the first round and take it from there.
Enjoy this one. Good luck this weekend in Marshall.
Thank you.
All right, and Taylor Gore, you talk about this team and a lot of new faces on the team. Is it what you've liked to have seen so far from your teammates?
I feel like we're a really rounded team and like a bunch of good players, and they have a lot of different values that when you put them together, they all work out evenly. So it's going to be good.
Your first match of the season tonight, how did it feel to be back on the court?
It was different. It's been a while since I've been playing, but once I got out there and after the first game, it really felt like I was getting back into it.
What did you guys talk about after that first game after Park Center had won to try to regroup for sets 2, 3, and 4?
I think in the first game we just had a lot of unforced errors that we could control. So I don't think it was so much on the other side of the net. It was stuff we could control. So once we eliminated those and worked as a team, we were good.
What is this team going to do well, do you think, as it gels here in a few weeks or however long it takes?
I think once we get in the groove, it'll be really good. We have a lot of people that bring like random stuff that you wouldn't expect. That makes a good team, and I feel like we'll be the underdog to come in and win it all.
Finally, you're in a big tournament this weekend in Marshall. How much do you enjoy competition like that, playing some really good teams?
I'm a very competitive person, so I don't like to lose, and it's nice seeing all the girls I've played with before. So going there and competing against them shows us there's other girls out there that are better than us, so we need to keep pushing every day to get better than we are.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck all season.
Thank you.
Champlin Park Rebels win their conference opener 3-1 over Park Center. Again, 1-1 in the season of a conference match Thursday, and then we'll play in the Marshall tournament this weekend. Park Center falling to 0-3, and they will play in the Irondale tournament this coming weekend after a conference match on Thursday. That will do it for our telecast tonight from Park Center. For all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for tuning in. Champlin Park winning it over Park Center 3-1.
Remember Christmas lights, dance like kids, traffic go by. I can't help but get you memorize. Imagine